Hey guys, it's a beautiful day to be in your face, and today I'm going to be sharing something that is basic, but something that if you understand it, then you can use it and use it to wield power so that you can sell many copies of your books. So today I'm going to be talking about how you serve the flesh of humans and how you can install yourself as God in their lives so that you can make lots of money from your books. Okay, so let me quickly go into it. Currently, right now, I know that if you are African, many people who are here are Africans, and whatever country that you are, you must have heard about the BB Niger, the Big Brother Niger, where people are put into the house and they relate on a daily basis for a period of 90 days, and then someone goes away with the prize. But usually the clamor around town is about people trying to put down, the clamor about people having sex in the house, So you see individuals who are staying awake in the night and checking out if people in the house are actually having sex. And so people come on Facebook, on social media, and they keep on, lashing at this program and all that kind of stuff, that is bad, it's immoral, people shouldn't be watching it and all that. For people like me, I don't really put my word out there about the lashing. No, because I understand that these individuals fundamentally understand how human beings behave and they are using it to their advantage. And that is the truth, and I'm going to share with you right now. You need to understand that the human beings want what they want. And most times it is our bodies that determine what we want. I want you to understand that. Human beings want what they want, and most times what they want are determined by how their bodies direct them to want what they want. And that's the truth. If you check, most of the times that you take certain decisions about who you're going to go out with, who you are doing business with, how you married your spouse, how you got into relationships, is most times, even away from the rational decisions that you've made, how you feel about them and those decisions that you're making. Even the schools that you put your kids in, it's about how you feel about the schools. It's about how you feel about a business, about the product that even makes you to want to buy it. It's about how you even feel about the mechanobis sometimes by many people that makes them to want to come close to me, to see me teach them, to connect with me and to listen to what it is that I'm sharing. And where do you experience these feelings? It's inside your body. It's not outside of your body, but it's inside of your body. And that's what I said, that human beings want what they want, and most times these wants are determined by how they feel in their bodies. So it's about the arena of feelings. And if you check your body, when everything is well, you will feel it in your body. That's the truth. When things are bad, you will feel it in your body. So when things are bad, you feel apprehension, you feel anxiety, sometimes you feel headaches, you feel tiredness, you feel out of the body experience because things are not going well. But when things are going fine, you find out that you're excited, you are happy, you're joyful, you're expressing it by the kind of words you're saying. It's the arena of feelings. If you understand this in marketing, then you do a whole lot of yourself, you do a lot of good for yourself. It is the arena of feelings. And human beings, we want what they want because their body dictates them to want those things. That is the truth. Because most times when you see individuals who are smoking cigarettes, you ask yourself, why is it that they are smoking cigarettes despite what it is that is written on the pack of the cigarettes that smokers are liable to die young? The thing is this, there's a particular type of part of the brain, I can't remember the name now, that these things trigger. So for those of them who smoke, for those of them who do Indian hemp, for those of them who do cocaine, they are struggling to stop, not because they don't want to stop, but because these things consistently trigger a part of the brain that makes their bodies to sense certain sensations and feelings. And so they want to have it again and again. Remember, the body feelings make them to move in a particular direction, to take a particular decision to do certain things. It's about the arena of feelings most of the time about human beings. Yeah, individuals will tell you that they are rational, they think through things and all that kind of stuff. Fine. For women who wanted to marry their husbands, they wrote down everything, God loving, he must be good, he must be nice, he must be all that. But beyond all that rational things that you put down, if you do not have feelings towards this guy that you want to settle down with, you will not marry him. That's the truth, right? That's the absolute truth. So it's about the arena of feelings, and your body most times dictates what you put your money to buy because of the feelings that you have. That is the one thing that I want you to understand. If you're taking it out from this session, please note that is something fundamental that marketers utilize to be able to sell the things that they're selling in whatever form that they're selling it. Human beings want what they want, and most times what they want are directed by how they feel in their bodies. And that's the truth. So it's your responsibility most times to trigger those feelings inside of them to be able to make them to want that. And that's the truth. You trigger those feelings. Either you're triggering the feelings of pain, you're triggering the feelings of excitement and pleasure to make them to want to buy. And I will tell you how about feelings of pain and pleasure, how they come in this scenario. All right. So the next thing you need to understand is that human beings are drawn to drama and the theatrics. All right, human beings are drawn most times to drama. That is why you see a lot of individuals who spend money on doing amebo than doing things that are going to excite their brains to want to think critically. That is why when you go on Instagram, on social media, you find out that those individuals who are always doing amebo talk are the ones that people will want to spend their energy and their time on their timelines to want to, because human beings are drawn to drama. And that's the truth, the theatrics. And let's look at it. All right, in our churches, people want miracles because it is dramatic. It's dramatic in the sense because it short circuits or shortcuts the natural order of things, right? It shortcuts the natural order of things that we bypass long suffering, that we bypass hard work, so that miraculously they can get what they are looking for. Jesus utilized this, and that's the truth, right? So in the Bible, Jesus was doing all the miracles. He was doing drama and drawing people to himself because human beings are drawn to drama. So you see that happening in our churches. The more the miracles people do in churches, the more you see crowds going there. And that's the truth. Now let's look also at businesses, right? Human beings are drawn to drama. And so when you're doing business and you're not getting challenged, you're not getting things that will ruffle your feathers to want to do exploits, you'll not really be excited about the business. You want things to happen. You want challenges to come. You want customers to detect certain things, to say certain things, so that you consistently be in a flux to be able to provide better solutions for them and make more money. And that's the truth. In business, if everything is moving on so smoothly all the time, then I feel that you'll be bored at some point because you want certain things to happen. Human beings are drawn to drama. Now let's bring it to relationships also. So let me use people who are married, right? If you check it out, sometimes why some individuals cheat on their spouses is because the sex could be boring, or the relationship is just boring. Every day is the same thing. You eat the same kind of food, you play the same kind of games, you go to the same places. Everything is boring, no switching here and there. And so you find out that if sex is just the same thing, either the man on top or the woman on top all the time, every time you want to have sex, it's the man on top or the woman on top, it's boring. At some point, either the woman or the man will want to experience something that is different. And that's why sometimes people cheat. I'm not saying that's a singular thing that makes people to cheat on their spouses, but I think by virtue of the experiences that I've had with individuals as a coach, these are the things that I've come to realize. So even in relationships, if every time is yes, everything is going so fine, you do not argue with your spouse, you don't argue with your boyfriend, everything is yes, everything is moving so fine, sometimes you feel that the relationship is not really what you want. Even as married people, we are arguing, we are sparring, we are having this this drama every day. You say something and you think that your spouse is going to receive it exactly the same way you said it, but you're surprised that your spouse is not even getting it. And so the conflict comes, and you guys have to have a sparring here and there, not because it's negative or anything, but because that is how relationships, just happen. So if everything is just fine all the time, yes, nobody is ruffling any other person's feathers, I don't think many individuals will be enjoying the relationship that are in. So every day is all cool and glossy and all fine, no skin pain. Nah. human beings are drawn to drama. And check it in all relationships people are experiencing, whether they are pastors or bishops or whatever. Go and check if these things are not currently happening. There's some form of boredom in there. And then finally, politics. The good guys don't get voted into office because they're all prim and proper and all that. Check it in all the things that have been happening around town, especially in this nation, Nigeria, and even other African nations. The good guys most times are not voted into office because they don't do the dramatic things. They're always about intellectualizing things, all saying all the nice things and all that. That is why they don't get involved in governance. So human beings are drawn to drama, and that's why you see most of the politicians, the ones who raise the corn, the ones who go to eat in buka and all that kind of stuff, drama. And that's what people really want. And that's why sometimes it truncates the ability to reason. And that's why they vote in the bad guys most of the time, who are able to showcase drama in people's faces and get them buying into all the things that they are doing. So you need to understand that. Always remember that humans have a penchant for the theatrics. What I mean by theatrics is drama. You need to understand that. Then the second thing I want to share with you today, as we begin to go into the core thing that I want to share with you, is that human beings are always desiring to move from pain to pleasure. Human beings are always desiring to move from the point of pain to the point of pleasure. So if your book is not able to show people, to demonstrate to individuals that they will move from pain to pleasure, then they necessarily will not buy. And let me make you understand something. For this book of mine, this book is about making people to move from pain to pleasure. And let me make you understand this. So somebody's buying this book because he wants his book to sell. So you've written your ebook, you want your ebooks to sell because you want to make money, right? Now let's use the money. You're not particularly feeling pleasure because of the money you are making. You're going to feel pleasure because of the power that your money that you're making will put in your hands. Because that money is going to make you to buy a house. That money is going to make you to buy a car. That money is going to make you to go out and enjoy yourself. It's not about the money itself. It's about the pleasurable feeling that the money will bring as a result of you making lots of it. So when individuals are buying this book, they're not buying the book because they just want their books to sell. It's about the end game. They're not buying the book because they want their books to get into many people's hands. It's about you leaving a legacy. And because when you leave a legacy, the pleasure that you feel in your body, that as you die off, countless of people are remembering you and talking about you for years to come. That is a pleasurable feeling. You're not buying this book just because you want to have fame. You're buying it because of the pleasure that the fame will bring to you. So when many people have your book, right, they begin to see you as one powerful, famous individual. That feeling is phenomenal. It's in your body. So people want to move from the point of pain to the point of pleasure all the time. And if your book is not going to make them to have that transition, then they may not buy. And that is the truth. So every time, whether you're writing fiction or you're writing poetry, whatever it is, it's about the end game. And the end game is to move from the point of pain and to move to the point of pleasure. So if you have to be able to demonstrate that, whether you have written fiction or you're written poetry or written non-fiction, you have to be able to demonstrate that by them getting a copy of the book, you're going to move them from the point of pain to the point of pleasure, as I've explained to you. That is where you have to install yourself as God in people's lives, because God is about taking you from pain to pleasure, right? This is where you have to install yourself as God in people's lives. And how do you do it? Number one, you have to find the problem and begin to position yourself as the solution provider. Now for me, this book, your book will sell. A lot of individuals are focusing on writing. But then I found that the problem was existing because people were not learning how to market their books. And so they write, and then they're not making money. Then I said to myself, Emeka, this is where you have to install yourself as God in people's lives by fashioning a solution to their problems. So the first thing you have to do in that particular space that you are, begin to think about yourself as the solution provider. Right? The solution provider, not a solution provider, but the solution provider. Because let me quote from the scriptures. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He did not say, I am a way, a truth, and the life. He said the, which is the definite article. So you have to think about it for yourself. You are the solution that people are looking for, right? The solution, not a solution. And that is why I listen to people like Donald Trump. When Donald Trump is talking about his products, he tells you that this is the best in the world. This is how he puts his hands. This is the best in the world. This is the best golf course. This is the best hotel. He is using the definite article and he's playing with human beings, their emotions, their feelings, to understand that they want to move from point of pain by associating with the best. That's how you have to put yourself. So see yourself as the solution in the space. You are providing a solution in the space to that problem which you have identified, and it's critical for you to understand that you are the solution. For example, Emeka Nobis is the solution by virtue of this product that I've created, this book, right? Your book we sell is the solution that you need so that you can sell tons and tons of copies of your book. You need to realize that and start to install yourself as God in people's lives. Then you have found the problem, then start to find solutions, because you are here because you have a solution that you want to offer to the world. If you just want to walk through the world, come into this world, eat, have a wife or have a husband, have babies, and then you die off, then you don't really need to be here. You are here because you want to be significant, you want to be known, you want to be someone of influence. And that is the exact reason that you are here. If you want to be like every other individual, I don't think that you need to be here in this academy. You are here because you want to make a difference. And that's why you're here. So you've got to find the solution to the problems that you have identified. Because I identified the problem, and trust me, this book is the first of its kind in Nigeria. Go and check, go and ask. I have made my findings, I've made my observations. There's nobody, no Nigerian that has written a book that has to deal specifically with book marketing. Go and check it. Most of the books are the books that come from abroad. But I decided upon myself and said, this is the problem that I found in this space. And the Mekalabis is providing the solution for the space by authoring this book. You need to understand that. And then by the time you found the solutions, you should not keep quiet. You should be able to announce the solutions to the world. You have to be able to communicate viciously, crazily about the solutions. That's how people are going to come to you. That's how they're going to flock to you. That was how they flocked to Jesus. That was how they flocked to Muhammad. That was how they flocked to Buddha. And whoever that is ideological in the world, any ideological leader, just check it. They found the problem. They got a solution for it. They're communicating the solutions consistently, and they are drawing advocates and clients to themselves. You need to understand that. So by virtue of the fact that you found the problem, you're creating a solution, and by communicating it, you are going to be drawing two sets of individuals. Those who are going to pay you and those who are going to shout your name. Those who are paying you are clients or customers, as the case may be, and those who are spreading your name are those who are called advocates. Those are the ones who will carry your matter on their head, and they will go around spreading and saying, hey, we have found the Messiah. Hey, for this problem that you have, we have found the Messiah. And I can tell you the truth, right now individuals are consistently mentioning my names, and somebody makes a post, and then somebody comes and tags me to the post and says, hey Emeka, look at this, look at this. They are mentioning me because they have found me to be the solution provider for the problem that the individual has experienced, has expressed, right? So you need to understand that this is how it works. You find the problem, get the solution, communicate the solution, and then you begin to draw advocates and clients to yourself because of the book that you've written. So I hope that this made sense to you. In wrapping it up, I tell you that humans are always wanting what they want, and most of the ones that they want are dictated by how they feel in their bodies, and that's the truth. Check it. Most of the decisions you've made as a result of the feelings that you've gotten in your body. Your body most times is the dictator. And I know that lots of Christians who are here will be saying, no, it's against God's will, it's against God's dictates, against God's. But check it. Even as a Christian, even as you have kabashed, check it in your body. Most of the decisions you're making is as a result of how you feel in your body. God did not give your body to say that you should not listen to it or denying it. God didn't give it. God gave us this body, our senses, eyes, our nose, our mouth, to dictate when things are going wrong or when things are going right. So that when things are going wrong, you feel headache, you feel tiredness, you need to know that there's something is wrong, and then you begin to take decisions that will move you from that point of things not right to the place where you feel pleasure because things are getting right. You need to understand that. And then it's about the arena of feelings. So understand that it's about the arena of feelings. In marketing, it's about the arena of feelings. Know that, and don't be too intellectual all the time, right? Understanding the fact that human beings are drawn to drama. Check it in our churches, in politics, in business, in our relationships. Human beings are drawn to drama, right? Then, as I said, people are always designed to move from point of pain to the point of pleasure. Install yourself as God to make them to have that transition by finding a problem in your specific area that you can solve. You can't solve all the problems in the world, so find the ones that are specific to you in your industry and that you can find a solution to, and then begin to communicate it vigorously, communicate it crazily, so that by virtue of your communication, you become that ideological leader that draws upon himself or upon herself advocates and clients. Advocates are the ones who shout about you, and clients are those who pay you for the services or the products, especially your book that you have produced. All right, I hope this makes sense. If you've got questions, ask me questions as usual. I will answer your questions. All right, hope this makes sense, and I hope you begin to incorporate this into your marketing strategy. Put that in your head anytime that you're popping out to create your marketing campaigns. All these things must be noted in creating your marketing campaigns.